Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Alec Blanco, and today I have a question for you all. Do you have a set of stretches, or do you have a warm-up routine that you put your hands through prior to practicing sleight of hand or prior to a performance or a show? If not, I'm going to take you through my steps and my stretches and warm-up, so that way this may actually help you and help your performances improve and be that much better, and your hands be that much more prepared when you're about to go out and perform. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the winter months are upon us. It is a little bit colder outside, at least on my end. I never experienced sub-zero temperatures until I moved here to New York. I'm originally from Southern California, so the temperature changes are a little different. Also, since I've broken my right hand twice, I've noticed in the colder temperatures, my right hand tends to be a little bit more stiff and it doesn't want to work nearly as well. My left hand, same thing, it's colder. You know, the joints are going to be a little bit stiff and it's going to be tighter in the colder climates. But when I was going through recovery with my hand, I noticed that there was a lot of techniques and stretches that I did that actually improved my mobility and actually improved when I practiced, and I improve my hand health. So since we do practice sleight of hand and our hands are very, very important to us, I figured I would make this video to help those that would want to learn some stretches and some warm-up techniques to help improve their practice sessions and also help prepare their hands prior to a performance or a show. So for now, let's put the cards and coins down and let's learn a few stretches. Alright, so to begin, I definitely want to get my hands warmed up. So what I'll do is I'll make a really tight fist, as tight as I can, then open up my hands as wide as I can. Make a fist, open wide, make a fist, open wide, make a fist, open wide. I do this about 10 times. And what that does, when you flex your muscles constantly, it's pushing blood flow through everything. So it actually helps warm up everything. So you can actually do this with your whole body. You can tense up your body and then relax, tense up your body and relax, and you'll notice that in colder temperatures your body will start heating up. So by doing this with your hands, it definitely gets your hands warmed up. From here, what I do is I will go through every finger and I will squeeze 5 times. And what that does is it helps just pump a little bit more blood through each finger. I know this may seem silly at first, but it definitely does help with getting your hands loose and warmed up. At this point, I will wiggle my fingers, okay, just to get the joints loosened up. Okay, from here, I will open up my hands wide, and then I will bend at the second joint here, and I will tighten it. It'll be a tight bend here, and then I will slowly make a fist. And then I will come back to this position here and then open up wide. I will do this 5 times. And again, all this is really doing is really warming up the joints and getting your hands warmed up prior to stretching. At this point, what I will do is I will take my fingers and I will place them on the palm of my hand and I will push them back. You will feel the stretch along here, your forearm here, but also in your hand. And by doing this, it definitely helps stretch out your hands. Do that with the other hand as well. Okay. With your thumbs, same thing. Just push it back. You will feel that here in the pad of your thumb. Again with the other hand. Okay. And then I will twist my wrist, so I will have it palm toward me. My index finger will go between my thumb here. Wrap your other fingers around your thumb, and the base of your thumb is going to be on the back of your hand, and you will twist it to the right. Okay, this will help your wrist. Okay, same thing here. Okay, and as you can tell, like, your hands are already pretty loose at this point, so you're pretty good to go. All right, so now that after you've shaken them out, I will go through some exercises. What I'll do is I'll do the Spock, and then what I'll do is I'll bring my middle finger, ring finger out, and keep my index and pinky out. Okay, so you're here, and then you do that with the opposite hand. Okay, like so. This definitely helps with dexterity. And then I will alternate now. What I'll do is I will go index to thumb, middle finger to thumb, middle finger to thumb, ring finger to thumb, ring finger to thumb, pinky to thumb, pinky to thumb. And this is like an advanced itsy bitsy spider. Okay, and then you work your way back up, you go back down. Okay, and then after a while you can start picking up speed. Okay, like so. Now, I know the Buck Twins definitely have some exercises that they go over as well, I believe, on their Trilogy series. And I know that if you check out Extreme Beginners by DeVoe, there is a lot of hand exercises on there that will definitely help you, give you ideas to warming up your hands and getting your hands loose prior to practice, or just warming up in general once the cold season hits. So, at this point, this is when I grab my deck of cards and I start stretching my hands out this way. Okay, so now that we've got your hands warmed out without the cards, this is what I work on with the cards. I start pushing my hands to the limit. So what I'll do is I will take the deck of cards and I will push them in between my index finger and middle. Okay, this definitely helps with the stretch in here. Okay, and then I'll move to the next one. Okay, and I'll hold that stretch for a bit, and then I'll go to the pinky and ring finger. Okay, and I will do that with each and every single gap between my fingers. Okay, and I'll allow that stretch to happen, so pretty much it'll definitely help open up your fingers a little bit more. I will then go into cuts like so, where you hold the index finger and middle. Your thumb comes on the side of the middle finger, and you take about half the deck. You cut the deck like so. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, but fun fact, this was the first cut, one-handed cut that I ever learned. My dad actually showed me this. Okay, and you do that with both the right hand and left hand. And if you can, definitely work on your one-handed pharaohs. This will definitely help with getting your hands warmed up. Okay. After you've done that, I would say you're pretty much good to go to really start going into your practice session with your deck of cards or your coins. If you have any other, if you have coins, I would definitely practice your coin rolls. I would practice different palms, switching the coin into different palms. Practice the muscle pass just to get your hand, get the muscle here strengthened as well. And at that point, I would be safe to say that your hands are pretty limber and ready to go and perform and to go into a good practice session. Alright everyone, well that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that and I hope you found that helpful. I know it was just a quick video, just a quick run through, and I know it really wasn't anything card related to teach you guys something new, but I think this is definitely very important. Your hands are definitely a huge tool, and I know the importance of it, and I know how it feels to not have use of one hand.